2, 3. I'm live. All right. Well, let me see. The lighting's really bad. I don't know. Hold on. Hey guys, Root Dog, Wisconsin here. I thought we'd discuss today the practice of the No Knock Warrants. I was just on the Texas Sheepdogs Facebook, and I was reading about the 5 officers that were shot down in Texas. And I don't know if some of you here in Wisconsin know that we just had an officer shot here in Milwaukee serving a no-knock warrant too. He died. And me and my father, the mother of my son, were watching TV, and she seen that Ritter, yeah, Matthew Ritter was shot here on the south side serving a no-knock warrant, and she ran and grabbed her old family photo album and flipped through and pulled out a picture of him and her as children playing on an old Apple computer. And it's a real shame because he leaves behind a family of his own, wife and children. But he was serving a no-knock warrant. And the guy who shot him's life is ruined. They were there serving a warrant for a weapons charge. And I think there could have been a better way of handling it. I don't think the no-knock warrant's the answer. They could have pulled him over in a traffic stop or whatever to serve it. Instead, they go up and bust in the door of his house, and the guy shot back at the door. I mean, I don't know how I would react if somebody came breaking through the door of my house. I think I would shoot towards the door too. So it's time to do away with the no-knock warrant. So that's really 2 lives that are ruined. I mean, they said that they announced that they were police officers, but I mean, even if they did the guy hear them or not? That's always to be questioned. There's 2 lives ruined. I mean, one, the police officer, his life is over. His wife and children, they're going to be fatherless. And the person who shot him, his family their lives are going to be over because they're going to lose their father. Like I said, I don't know whether the guy knew it was the police or not. Maybe he thought somebody was breaking into his house, and he fired at the door as they were breaking into his house, and he had shot and killed Matthew Ritter, which was a good childhood friend of my girl. And I really think that the no-knock warrant needs to be done away with. Like I said, there was 4 people killed in Texas serving the same warrant not even a month ago. Now we have an officer here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, killed. His family changed. There's always a better way to handle a warrant for somebody's arrest or a search warrant like that. Wait for the people to be out of the house and then go raid the house when I mean, there's surveillance, that works wonders. You can pull them over in a traffic stop them away from the house, and then go to serve the warrant. And they knew that there was guns in the place because they were serving a warrant for the guy selling guns illegally. I guess it was a weapons charge and a drug warrant that they were serving. And they broke a hole in the door, and the guy had shot through the door and hit the officer square in the chest. The officer was wearing a bulletproof vest. The guy was shooting at him with an AK-47, which went right through the vest. So unfortunately, there's 2 families' lives changed forever. None of them will ever be the same again. And that's just my opinion on that no-knock warrant. I think they really need to do away with it. There's other ways to apprehend people other than going and busting into their house. I mean, who knows if the guy knew that was the police or if it wasn't. I mean, they might come out in trial, but I would definitely say that the guy didn't, if I was his lawyer, I would tell him to plead that he didn't know it was the police officers, that he thought it was a home invasion. And if somebody came busting into my house, I would definitely think that would be the thought that was going on with me, because the police have no reason to come to my house. So I think I would arm myself too and take action. But like I said, there's two families' lives that are never ever going to be the same again, and I think it could have been handled differently. A weapons charge, maybe the guy would have went to prison for 5 years or whatever the case may be, and the police officer would still be alive if it would have all been handled differently. Instead of going in and kicking in the guy man's front door at whatever time of day they chose to do it at, and instead of trying to pull him over or make a stop on the street, which would have been a lot safer in my opinion than going to try and serve a no-knock warrant. Well, it's just my opinion. Please leave your comments below and let me know what you think about the use of these so-called no-knock warrants. Rude Dog, Wisconsin, out. Thanks for your support.